You want to be big, you want to be famous, you want your message to be strong and powerful and for everybody to see it, so you decide you're going to use Google Ads, being the biggest, most important server of advertising in the world. Welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus. Hope you're having a lovely day. I was, until about half an hour ago, I had to call my bank, my credit card company, my phone company, all my suppliers to try and fix all these scam problems I've been having. So just before I get started telling you about how Google Ads is a complete scam due to, I don't even think it's Google Ads the company, it's their staff members. Some of their staff members are obviously CCP agents. So I'm going to put up here pictures of the receipts minus my account numbers for the payments that I've made. There's nearly £1,000 of payments. Bearing in mind that the video that I want to promo, the budget was £350. So all this is for that. And by the way, you didn't see the video. The promo never went live. And to top it all off, my account has been limited, as you know. My figures have dropped off a cliff and are close to zero. I mean, this video here is just for record keeping, really. I'm well aware hardly anyone's going to see it. But nevertheless, anyone who wants to use Google Ads, if they're talking about free speech, democracy, anything like that, think twice. Think twice about it, right? Because this is what happened to me. All that money that I've invested was an absolute waste. Not only that, my account has been limited and the promos never went active. So my channel activity actually went down after having used the promos. I initially thought, oh, this is going to be great. But then when I reviewed the figures and the stats, what I saw was the promos were less than 15% of it. And since I've started using them, all my views have gone down and all my like counters were reset to zero. So, I mean, they've gone up a little bit. Some of them have gone to 3s and 4s and 7s and 8s and things like that. But considering the thousands and thousands of people that viewed those videos and the large number of likes they did have on them previously, it's kind of a bit insulting and a bit sort of, it was just disappointing, isn't it, to know that all that hard work, all that money that I spent, all that time I invested has all been for nothing. And so, dear ladies, gents and Pikachus, the conclusion. Google Ads currently cannot be trusted for anything past pushing out the narrative position. Pushing out exactly the same thing that you already know. Pushing out the things that you see on the news, on the social media, all this kind of stuff. And guys like me, you're not allowed to listen to us. We're not allowed to speak and you're not allowed to hear. Even though we live in a so-called free democracy and we have free speech. Oh no, we're not allowed. And the reason is we are actually allowed, but these people who are infesting the system, these secret communist agents, have so much sway. They can sneak into these control rooms and press a button and make sure that your email never arrives at its destination. So as far as my bank is concerned, Google should have replied to me within the last 11 days. I've made 22 separate applications to speak to them, contact forms, emails, phone calls. Haven't heard a single word back from them. But according to Google, they return every call within 48 hours. Well, it's a bit shorter than 11 days, isn't it? And I still haven't heard from them. I still haven't heard a word back. So anyway, that's the end of this video. In conclusion, don't use Google Ads if you're not repeating the set narrative, because you'll get nowhere. And in addition to that, you'll have to weather the storm of scams and phishing attempts and people knocking your door pretending to be your landlord. I contacted my landlord. They didn't send those guys. And it will just be more effort than it's worth, more money than it's worth, and the end result will be zero. Your views and counts will not go up, in fact they will go down. So a general warning, but let's remember, all this stuff is not from democracy. This is not our country's actions. This is the actions of a foreign enemy country, the Chinese Communist Party and their agents. They've come here and put all these landmines in the way of us. They've created all these problems for us. And the reason is because they are terrified of their own fate, which they have made. They have created their own problems and they run away to here, to our country, to try and get away from them and set up a new shop here. No, we're not going to have it. So, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. And then you realise Google Ads is under the thumb of secret communist agents acting against our freedoms and our country's laws and our government. So, keep that in mind when you're advertising your videos. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Bye bye.